Let's jump right in to keep it open or close it out here, Lawrence. We're going to start with Baker Mayfield, who's hit a little bit of a rut right now, 3 straight games with 1 or fewer touchdown passes. We saw that awkward landing on his ankle last week, but Baker's a tough player. He came back in no matter what. We got to hear from Baker after the game, just on his connection since Mike Evans has returned and working through some of those struggles.
Mike's a grown-ass man. That is, I don't know how he caught that ball, but he palmed it. A little disrespectful, honestly, on my pass, the way he handled it. But just giving that guy opportunities to catch the ball in one-on-one situations. He's proven time and time again for 11 years now that he can do it, and consistently does it.
And he made it look so routine, too.
Yeah, he did. That's the sick part about it. I couldn't even look him in the eyes for the next 5 minutes after that.
Matthew, Baker's been one of the stories at quarterback during this fantasy season. He's been one of the more reliable players at the position, but a little bit of a rut right now. Can you lean on him for what will be maybe a win and get in week for some people, or some people really playing for top seeding?
I think you can. I think you can count on Baker. It feels I know this seems weird given the struggles of the Carolina Panthers over the last couple of years, but the truth of the matter is, for whatever reason, Baker they seem to have his number. Remember last year they needed to beat the Panthers, who were much worse than they are this year. They needed to beat the Panthers last year in a win and get in to the playoffs game, and it wasn't if Winfield doesn't save that touchdown at the very end, like the Buccaneers don't beat the Panthers, and Baker didn't play well there as well. But given the matchup with the Las Vegas Raiders, and given how well he's played for much of the year, oh, by the way, you'll hear me say this a million times, but 6 teams on a bye. I just feel like this is too good a matchup, and Baker's been too good for so long that I'm keeping out of my lineup. I am as a top 10 play this week. Since week 8, Raiders allow the 4th most fantasy points per game to opposing quarterbacks. They're allowing more touchdown passes per game than any team in the NFL, again, since week 8. So Baker locked in. Feels like they've really found something with Bucky Irving, can set up play action. Evans is healthy. They're getting contributions from Cade Otton. Even Sterling Shepard is showing some stuff. So, yeah, I'm keeping it open on Baker Mayfield.
What about you, Lawrence? QB10 for Matthew. Where do you stand?
Yeah, I'm going to keep this open as well. And to be fair to you, Baker Mayfield, if you listening, you too are a grown-ass man, because we all seen you a few weeks ago when you had Nick Bosa hanging off of you and you still completed that 4th down. But look, Baker will be fine. He just talked about Mike Evans. Now you're going against this Raiders defense, right, who's allowed 276 passing yards in they've allowed that in their past 5 games, no less than 251 yards they've given up in that span. So they've also allowed multiple touchdown passes to the quarterback position in 4 out of their last 5 games, Connor. So we got to keep it open on Baker.
Yeah, got to keep it open on Baker in this matchup, and somebody that every time you needed him this season, he's probably come through for you despite limited expectations in fantasy.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.